And we just heard a pop and the magical smoke come out, and all that Sleepy is left with is the sound of a woman's voice saying, Val Trideca, Aula Trideca, Emery Pollard, unknown fourth party.
Emily Pollard, you said?
Mm-hmm. Emery Pollard.
Emery.
Like E-M-E-R-Y?
Mm-hmm.
Val Aller Emery, unknown fourth party?
Yep.
Have we heard that name before?
Nope.
I feel like process of exclusion of like deductive process suggests that it is Shard's like in the official records name, and that Sleepy would be unknown party, but
Maybe.
It could also be the name of our guest.
Hmm.
I'm really enamored with me being unknown party, so please don't take that away from me.
Mm-hmm.
Should we ask Bob?
Bob.
Oh, yeah. Our friend, the contact that we have, Bob the banker,
Oh, my cuddle buddy.
access to corporate accounts.
Yep. That's definitely a thing.
Yeah. That's a great idea.
Yeah. So, yeah, Bob is happy to, so, like, yeah, who calls him? What do you say?
I can call him, because I want to get a rundown on this before I go bother, Val and Owler, because I don't want to give them creepy news without knowing more about it. So, yeah, so I've got, like, a line to Bob, because, like,
Do you want to call him or like meet him in meet space, because like there's a difference there?
No, we're just gonna call him.
Yeah, sure, cool. So he's like, he answers the phone with like, I'm trying to work out. Yeah, it's gonna be like Anderson Financial Services.
Yes, I'd like to make a transfer to this account, and I read him a list of nonsense numbers that we've agreed is the code.
And and you just hear, just let me transfer you, and like you just hear the click of it switching over to like a semi-secure line, and he's like, and then he's like, Sleepy, how are you? What can I do for you?
Hey, Bob. Hate to bother you at work. First off, how are the kids?
He's like, yeah. Millicent is doing well. She's now the first. She's now the lead vocalist in her little choir, so that's lovely. And Madison has picked up hoverboarding, and that's very exciting for her. So that's great.
Hoverboarding? I love hoverboarding. What model does she have?
He's like, well, I did notice that you had purchased one previously, so I suggested that model. I did my research. I didn't realize that it was quite so easy to remove the throttle limiter, but some would say it was child's play, even. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Well, I'm glad to hear your kids are doing great. We went to, who was the first one? Madison is what you said?
Millicent and Madison.
Millicent. Yeah, we got the invitation to Millicent's recital. Thrilling stuff. But yeah, I got a name I need you to run for me.
He's like, what kind of a name? What kind of records are we looking at?
I don't know. I want to know whatever comes up on this name, good or bad. Like, don't dig too hard. Like, I don't want you to stick your neck out for us or anything. It's just
don't worry. That wasn't going to be a problem. He's like, all right, what name am I looking for, and where am I looking specifically?
We're looking for Emery. What was the last name?
Pollard.
Pollard. We're looking for Emery Pollard. Maybe you can start with accounts connected to NetFox?
Always with the NetFox accounts. You kids are going to get yourself in trouble one day. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, but the key to a good vendetta is sticking to your guns.
He's like, yes, but your friend Murdoch showed up at my office a week or two ago. So just be aware that just be aware that that's a thing. And admittedly, like, he's been here before, and it's never and I don't think he ever gets anything from us, but that's a thing on the line.
I have a quick question. Wasn't Bob like Shard, and Bob also is lacking memories? I think
Okay, I don't have that. I don't have that in my in the list
I
of
think-
notes.
If I remember rightly, that was how Shard knew Bob.
Okay. Yeah. In which case, yeah, he's even more like, don't rock the boat. Yeah. But yes, he's like, well, I'll run that for you. It could take a day or two, but I'll let you know. There's a lot of accounts to go through.
A lot of accounts. Again, we really appreciate all that you do for us. Come down sometime, have a drink, see Val.
Yeah. So this
Like
sounds like a consulting role to just see how well you manage to like get him, like how enthusiastic is he with your
I can dig that.
task. We'll see what that looks like in a couple of days.
That's unfortunate.
Oh dear.
What do you do once you finish that call?
After I finish that call, I go back up to the bar because I believe Eller said she was going to make me a drink.
Yep. I am doing that now. I think I'm in the process of doing that.
All right, so then I take a seat at the bar and I was like, "Hey, Eller, I may have done something that is completely normal and expected, and you won't freak out over.
Did you use the antenna?
I maybe use the antenna a little bit, yeah.
That's cool. Did you find out anything?
Yes and no. The things I found out are kind of worse than the things I didn't find out.
Well, that's not unusual, is it?
So I'm gonna. Can I assume that we like have recording equipment? Did that fry when we were using the antenna?
You can have it. You can have like an audio recording. Yeah?
Cool. Can I play for Val the audio recording of what we got?
Val Trideca, Aula Trideca, Emery Pollard, unknown fourth party.
Whatever thing Val is holding just like breaks.
Who's Emery Pollard?
I don't know. I just called Bob. He told me he'd get on it like right away, so I'm sure any minute now he'll be calling us with results.
Okay, well, that's good. Where's Shard at this point?
Shard just followed Sleeky back up the stairs silently and went to their seat at the bar.
Okay, so you
and it's
hear
just
this
like
as well.
idly spinning the hard drive with the data on it, like and they're like hitting it, and it just kind of spins a bunch, and then it slows down, and then Shard hits it again.
Shard, is the name Emery Pollard familiar at all to you?
No idea. Never heard that name before in my life. At least that I remember.
Val just like cocks her head and is like, "Why don't we look in there?" and points at the hard drive.
Isn't that what we just did?
We haven't looked in there yet.
Oh, all right. That's a great idea.
Sleepy,
very good
Sleepy
idea.
took us.
Thank you.
Sleepy took us off to the antenna.
Right. Sorry, I thought Sleepy was using the antenna in conjunction with the hard drive, but no. Cool. Well, then, yes, that is a very good idea. So I will finish the drinks and hand them to both Sleepy and Shard, and like just sort of, I don't know, do a practical task, maybe, clean the bar or go sit in the doorway and keep watch or something or other while they do that.
Sleepy leans over the bar and Sleepy Shard. Can't even name my own character right. Leans over the bar and grabs like a handful of cherries and plops them in their drink and sticks a straw in and like starts slurping really noisily.
Cool. So what is your interrogation of the contents of the hard drive look like?
Once so Shard finishes the drink really quickly, starts eating the cherries, and is waiting for Sleepy, who I'm sure is much more refined in how she consumes her energy drink. So Shard just like slurps it down really quick and is just like munching on the cherries, waiting for Sleepy to finish.
Yeah, Sleepy slams it down, but she keeps her pinky out because she's classy.
Oh my god.
Nice.
I've got read and like capacitors.
A hard drive is
I think
100%
that's
capacitor.
what we're going to use.
Yep, that makes sense.
Shard, do you have tension you can spend to give me a bonus die?
I do not have tension, but I also have digital work. I don't know if we can both use. I don't know if that's like I don't know if that works with the mechanics of the game.
No, you have to spend. So the new system, you have to spend tension to help out.
Right.
Could it be a group action?
This could be a group action if everyone's doing it.
I don't have a way. I could be helping, but only peripherally. I don't have digital work or any way to.
I mean, then so the way that would work then, Emily, is that if you don't have any dots in digital work, for group actions, everyone rolls that stat, even if they have 0 dots in it, which is then like the lowest of 2. And then you generate heat based on the number of failures, but you take the highest result of everyone's.
Okay, well, if it's mind, like my mind in general is like pretty good, so.
So yeah, everyone will be rolling digital work, but yeah, you'll be.
Yeah, I'm not convinced that's a good option.
I don't mind. Whatever Sleepy and Shard feel is best odds.
I can just roll digital work normal. See where that goes.
Sure thing. Cool. Yeah. In which case, go for it.
Can I spend attention to help though?
Yes, you can spend attention to help.
I would like to do that because I'm helping by providing the drinks.
Roll an extra d6 for me, Bridget.
Maybe we're gonna get a crit.
I got a 6.
Can you roll me an extra d6 just to check to see if you don't have a crit?
Sure.
Crit.
How do I roll one die?
Type slash roll space 1d6 into the chat window. Okay, so not a crit, but you definitely succeed. So, yeah, you've got lots and lots of data here about like different employees and customers and visitors here for the for like that Netflix facility. What I'm gonna do is, oh no, I don't have the thing here. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna find a thing. Where is it? here are some questions that you might want to ask.
Who's got a
And
grump?
with a 6, I'll let you have 3 questions.
What's the danger here?
So yeah, you're trying to find out like in relation to all of this stuff. So I think you noticed that a bunch of like that a bunch of records have like biological signs, but are also marked as non-persons. Which doesn't make a lot of sense unless they're constructing like Frankenstein monsters.
Or maybe more aura split people?
I mean, maybe that's a thing. I don't know if anyone's checked to see if the scanner shell has biological signs.
I don't remember, honestly.
I don't think anyone's like gone up and tried to like see if it has a pulse. But like people who have like
none of us have read it or anything.
yeah, people
Yeah,
who
none of us have touched it.
yeah, people who like these people have like blood pressure ratings and things like that, and also are marked as homunculi.
Okay. How can I find our split aura friend?
The one that is upstairs, or yeah,
Yeah.
There are a bunch of records for like client style peoples, because that are like this person has purchased a ticket to live adventure theater, and there's been just like live adventure theater appears to be a live event that. Like, I think there are tickets to like other things. For instance, like instant romance, right? Like there are a bunch of like shows that are like recorded live at that facility, but the only one that that like shouts out to you as being connected to anything that you've seen is live adventure theater.
Okay. What's really going on here?
I'm trying to work out how I can frame this in a way that you would like work it out from this data.
Also, a question that is maybe related to the last one. In searching for our friend upstairs, did Sleepy search for the name Emery Pollard?
What I was thinking is that Shard could do a follow-up read and or
That's a good idea. And search for that. Yep, cool.
I mean, that can be a third question if you want from this one. Like if there's anything related.
I think Shard can do follow-up digital work.
Yeah,
right?
cool. In which case, what's really going on here? I think. Sorry, give me a second. I think Kilda Samsa is listed twice on the systems, as if they were working 2 separate jobs, one in entertainment and one in community engagement. Like one as a performer and one in community engagement.
Okay.
This all seems so non-threatening.
And was that the name?
Kilda Samsa. Kilda Sampsa.
Sorry, and how did that come up? What was that an answer to?
That's the only person you've seen doing two, having, like, basically being classified as two employees.
So it sounds like we need to get tickets to a show.
That is a good way of doing it. Oh,
Can we call that mission Operation Night at the Opera?
Nice. I love it. Before we run off getting tickets, can Shard do some digital work and take a quick name search?
On the hard drive?
Yeah.
Yep, sure. Go for it. So the hard drive counts as gear that is helping you, so you have one from that. If anyone else wants to spend tension to help out, they can do that.
again, I'll spend tension to help. Yeah.
Cool.
Can more than one person spend tension?
No. Once it's more than one person, it's moving towards a group action.
Okay, that did go through.
Oh,
Dice 2d6.
Oh no, you just typed 2 into that one. Sorry.
Oh, just type 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Explains that.
Yeah. Sorry.
There you go. No worries.
Nice.
Oh, damn, we didn't. We were so close to.
No crit, but very close.
So
Yeah. Emery Pollard died at age 5, and was a very generous organ donor, according to these records. As a child of a full-time NetFox employee, NetFox handled all of those medical arrangements.
Oh god, that seems
Very
So NetFox has power of attorney for NetFox employees?
Yes, basically.
I
I mean, not technically. Like, NetFox employees have the right to refuse any NetFox suggested legal action.
but they might get fired or otherwise blackmailed. So hang on. So are we suggesting? Does it sound like? And I think this is like our sort of if you explain these things. So do you have more questions that you're asking? Yes, you do. Don't.
Well, that was to find out about that
And that was
specific
to find
thing
out that specific
rather than just information in
Yes.
general. Yeah.
Okay.
But it was
Like, yeah.
specifically searching for Emery's name. Yeah.
Yeah. So like if you once you are done and you explain it, I have reactions. And I don't want to interrupt you if you're still doing things.
No, I'm good. Shard's just silently breathing really heavily.
So yeah, I think I sort of listen to your explanation of this, and then kind of lean heavily on the bar, and it creaks a little bit, and I say, so things we seem to be learning. There's some kind of show called what was it, Sleepy? The Adventure, the
Live Adventure Theatre.
Live Adventure Theatre. People buy tickets for, and maybe that's the thing that I saw in that kind of dream that wasn't a dream. But whether that's what happens if you buy a ticket or whether that's what you see if you buy a ticket, I don't know.
I think the
either.
tagline is history, fantasy, science fiction, all here performed live for you in our special a special stadium or special
Yeah,
studio.
yeah. Okay. Hollow Stadium or something. Okay.
Aula. Maybe that's what we're meant to be for.
Maybe. That would make sense. Yeah, that would make sense.
Also, I have an idea.
Mm.
If we're gonna go get tickets and go to the opera, and Val points back at the kobolds, we should bring our new friends, because we heard earlier they like the opera. And she, like, leans in and, like, drops her voice to a conspiratorial whisper. And when they get distracted and cause a big fuss, people won't be paying attention to us.
Shard interrupts at this point and points out that they can possibly falsify some tickets, so we don't have to spend valuable cash.
I wonder if maybe we could ask for Poppy's help. Poppy, the landlord. Although I don't know how she's going to feel about what we've done to the house.
I think maybe Shard should try and
fake something first. Yeah.
Before we.
The other thing, though. So I feel like this person, this Emery Pollard, as they were originally, it sounds like they were a child of a NetFox employee, and they died, and then a very significant amount of their body, maybe even all of it, was donated. Did someone, like... And I think Ella just kind of, like, trails off, because, like, all of the, like, sort of answers, like, ends of that sentence are just kind of too horrible to really think about. And so I think she just kind of trails off into, like, uncomfortable silence.
Shard speaks up because I think Shard realizes that someone's got to say the thing that is maybe kind of like, it's like an elephant in the room, right? And Shard realizes that it's no one else's place to say this except Shard's. And it's hard to put into words, but Shard kind of clears their throat like 5 times in a row before it comes out. Every time they try to start, it just like their throat kind of just like cracks and breaks. And finally they manage to kind of spit out, is that what makes is this my body? Is this why there is nothing like Shard in the world? Is this what we're all thinking? That these organs are now in me, and I am some kind of creation?
I think you get that thing where, like, at least, from Ella, and it seems like maybe also from Sleepy, where, like I don't say anything, but my face is very much like, yep, that's pretty much one of the horrible thoughts that I had, yes.
I think Val turns to Shard, and, like, takes, like, a step closer and, like, reaches out and doesn't touch you, but does the, like, I am making a, like, touching type gesture, though no actual physical contact is being made.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Shard just like leans their head back into your arm, just kind of, so it's their choice.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, technically we're all made, because even flesh people are made. But yes, and that was meant to be comforting, I guess.
I think a kobold drops something on the floor while this happens. Like, it's just a glass falls to the floor and starts spinning. It makes an awful noise.
They start up for round 2 of Popular.
No, this time it's one day more.
And we cut into a montage of us all getting into our, like, clothing. We go to the opera.
I mean, we have a mechanic for that.
I mean, unless anyone has an objection, but I feel like
we have a mechanic for dress up.
Yeah.
The
Tights.
Let me find
All right, let's move to dress up.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Meanwhile, Shard is gonna try and forge these tickets, I guess.
Yeah. Let's do.
Is it time for the engagement roll?
Yeah, except I realized that I don't have it in the like official rules. So give me 2 seconds, and I'm gonna grab the rules of the book that it's based on.
You know, I've got it with me here.
Ah, yeah. Do you want to just read me the prompts for?
Let me just find the right section of it.
So you need to tell me, like,
128.
what are the questions for engagement roll?
Here we go.
First, name your like plan type and your approach. So, what kind of plan is this? It sounds like it's an infiltration
I think so.
or a rescue. So that's cool.
I think this part is an infiltration.
Uh-huh.
It could turn into a rescue, but it seems like the original intent is to infiltrate and see this thing firsthand and try to work out what's going on.
Yep, and we're using like disguises and like, you know, by having actual tickets to the opera. Cool. Great. Luke,
So-
what are the questions we have to ask?
Start with 1 die for luck.
1 die for luck.
Is the operation particularly bold or daring?
Does sound bold or daring to me.
So we take plus 1 die.
Is it bold or daring because we're making fake tickets? Because
Okay. If you just want to get there and look around, it's not bold or daring. If you want to try and like find this other person, it is.
well, that would make it a rescue.
That would be a rescue. So this is a reconnaissance mission. So not particularly bold or daring. Cool.
I'm gonna wear a bold or daring outfit.
I think there is a case to be made that it is daring
Because you're going into the like.
going into the the foyer of a fucking net.
Yep.
Like-
Fair. Okay. So that's 2.
Is this operation overly complex or contingent on many factors?
I don't think so.
No,
It sounds pretty simple. Does the plan's detail expose a vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest?
no.
I don't think so specifically.
I mean, they invite people in on a regular basis.
Yeah, I don't think that's because they have security around that, right? They have their own security systems around that.
Is the target strongest against this approach, or do they have particular defenses or special preparations?
Nope.
Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation?
I wonder actually.
Oh, Poppy can. Poppy can. Yep.
Yeah, I feel like Poppy
That's
would be
plus 1. Are any enemies or rivals interfering in the operation?
Yes.
Murdoch. So we lose 1.
That's down to 2. Yep.
Down to 2. Are there any other elements you want to consider?
I don't think so specifically, unless we want to bust Cherry's role for making fake tickets out into its own thing. If that's the case, then Cherry would have the option to give us an extra
Okay,
dice
that's
on
setup
this.
action.
That would be a setup action.
I feel like Shard should at least try.
Yeah, sure, go for it. So this is
Fail.
so if you succeed on this forge,
Would it be communicators? Or...
yeah, forge. I think it's actually forge communicators because it's creating a ticket. So
Yeah.
Yeah, if this works, it's a good detail and we get the plus 1 die. If it doesn't go so well, they're weak tickets. It's the
yep,
Okay.
very nice. I'm just gonna check that that's
That's a crit.
that's a
Nice.
great crit.
We get plus 2 dice.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so that's 4 dice, I think, in the end.
Yeah, so you have like perfectly forged gold class tickets.
And fake, like, citizenship, like, paper, like, to go along with them.
I mean, no one's gonna look at your citizenship papers if you've got fucking gold class tickets,
That's true. That's true.
right? Like,
We get special boxes.
yeah, you have box seats.
Oh, it is a night at the opera.
All right. What? So, does someone want to roll for me 4d6, and we will take the highest?
Alright, I will do. Oh, okay, is it you? Like,
Yeah, go for it, Bridget.
I'll do it. Roll 46. 2 sixes.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
ahem. Critical, exceptional result. You've already overcome the first obstacle, and you're in a controlled position for what's next.
This is so good. Go team.
Is this the bit where like we only intended to do reconnaissance, and then we get in there and everything goes so smoothly where we're like, you know what? Let's just rescue the person.
Let's take a break and see what that looks like after a break. 'Cause that's, oh gosh. All right, let's do that. Back soon, chat.